All right, you ready?
Yes, nigga.
you ready?
Oh my god.
You ready for this? You ready for
Dude,
this?
you want me to start off?
No.
You
I
want
got
me
this. I got this. You ready?
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, what's going on, guys? This is Nervous Collapse. I knew you were gonna start laughing, you idiot.
My bad. You idiot.
Oh my god. All right, here we go.
Nah, I was just playing with you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, now I'm laughing. Shut up. All right, here we go. All right.
That's so ugly. I wish
Alright,
I had an OSB or whatever the fuck you
OBS.
OBS, yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I got this. I was so ready the last time you started laughing, you idiot.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Here I am. This is
okay.
me.
All right. Are you ready to start now?
Nigga, I've been ready to start 5 minutes ago.
Whatever. You made me laugh. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go. Say the 1, 2, 3 watermelon with me. Like say 1, 2, 3 with me.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
2,
watermelon.
3. Watermelon.
Okay. You know what? Okay. You know what?
I was mid eating.
Whatever. Nah. Okay. I'm over it. You ready now?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
I got this. Swear to God. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Crooked Rejects podcast. You are with me, Nervous Collapse, and Ivan Loves Your Mom.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And, so this is episode 0 of our new podcast, the Crooked Rejects. And we're just going to be talking about, world issues.
Just pretty much fucking everything.
Yeah, just everything. Our opinions on things.
Hot topics, shit like that.
Sea gaze. You'll soon find out what sea gaze is, but...
Yeah, what that is.
Yeah, you'll find out what sea gaze is eventually. But for now, so... how you want to start this? You want to start with how we met each other?
Yeah.
Alright, so do you want to start because or should I start when I went to Okay. So
let us take you back. What was it?
sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
My sophomore year, Ivan's junior year.
Yeah.
I was in wrestling. Before Ivan started wrestling. So when I started wrestling, I don't remember Ivan. Like, Ivan wasn't there when I started wrestling.
Yeah, I wasn't there, yeah.
Then, there was an issue at the school. Long story short, a bunch of the cheerleaders were sending nudes around, right, to the football players. Of course.
Wait, which one? Are we gonna release names?
We won't release names. Do you
even remember?
I do.
Oh.
I do remember. And I wasn't really...
Just fucking say it. Who gives a fuck?
No, I ain't gonna say it because low-key I don't remember. But...
She's probably fucking pregnant, having a child.
Yeah. Like, I care, right?
Probably married.
But, so, I wasn't part of this. I just knew it was happening. I knew there was a big... Listen. I wasn't... No. Listen. I wasn't part of this. All I knew was that people had the nudes. And then so many people were getting the nudes that the girls ended up going to the APs and authorities and stuff, and they're like, yo, a bunch of people are exposing pictures of us. You need to help us.
A lot of people are exposing pictures of us because we're some dumbass bitches.
Yeah, because we're some dumb bitches who just like let it out. So they went so they could look like the victim, and they wouldn't get in trouble. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Everyone's looking at them as like the victim. Yeah. They never got in trouble for anything. So, but months went. I'm gonna say a couple months went by, and then I was put in a group chat with a bunch of white. What's it? Yeah. It was definitely white. This white stuff, and I was put in this group chat with a bunch of football players. They were my friends, and then some guy sent a bunch of the pictures, and I'm like, yo, hold up, whoa, what the, whoa, yeah, and then I'm like, yo, whatever, like I don't care about these girls, like I didn't think they were that fine to begin with.
Immediate hard on once you start.
No, you need to chill out right now. No, I did not find these girls attractive. Okay? So I'm like, whatever. But I don't delete messages. So it was just there. The group chat was there in my messages, right? And then some time goes by. And then I'm in math, remedial math, head ass. And then some guy leans over to me, white, of course, and then he's like, yo, you got the nudes? I'm like, this guy right here. I'm like, yeah. I was in a group chat, yes, I have them. They're in my messages, and he's like, dude, send them to me. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? We're supposed to be learning about Pythagorean theorem right now, and you're asking me for nudes? And he's like, dude, come on, just send it to me. I'm like, whatever. So then I went on my phone. I had to save the pictures so I could send it to him, And so I saved them. I sent it to him. And then I'm just like, there you go, nigga. Like, there. But then I remembered I didn't want to get in trouble with this. So I deleted the pictures from my camera roll, right? And then he ended up... I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name names. But then he ended up...
Oh, just fucking
He ended up going to Annex because he was caught drunk at homecoming and he had alcohol at homecoming. So he was sent to Annex, and then they found out that he had the nudes. And that was the first thing. And then they asked him, so where'd you get the nudes from? First thing he says... Without hesitation. Andrew Villegas, he sent it to me in math class, and he has them. He has all of them. I'm like, damn. And then this whole thing's still going on. People are getting in trouble left and right. Nobody's really been sent to Annex yet. People are just getting in trouble. A bunch of people are getting called into the office, and then I'm in theater tech. I remember I was in theater tech, chilling on my laptop, and then. I see, what was that assistant principal's name? He was really cool.
Was it the Mr. Hensley?
Mr. Hensley, yes.
Yes.
And I was...
Bro,
Mr. Hensley was live, and so, I would always talk to him, in the halls and stuff, so, me and him were kind of cool. So he comes in, and then he just tells, he tells theater tech, hey, I see Andrew, in my office. And then I was like, and then in my mind immediately I was like, okay, this has to do with the nudes, right? It's like there's no other reason I'd be getting sent to the office. Right now.
Did your heart sink to the bottom of your stomach? Do you know you were?
Yeah, cause I'm like, dude, if he calling me in there, he obviously knows. So I walk to the office. I make sure I go on my phone on the way there, and I make sure that it's deleted off my phone. I delete the group chat off my phone. And so I just make sure nothing's there. And then he sits me down. First thing he says, he's like, you probably know why you're here. And then I was like, yeah, it's because of the nudes, right? And he's like,
you're fucking stupid. Why would you say that?
No, because I knew, dude. I knew.
Dude, you could have been like, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but it doesn't, because then, and then he was like, so.
What? They're going to believe the drunk guy that brought alcohol to the homecoming?
Yeah, well... and then they asked. Well, they asked me about it. They're like, "Did you send? Man, screw. Did you send Cade Rainey?"
I don't even know that guy. Fuck him.
He was in my grade, and he's like, "Did you send Cade Rainey nudes?" And then they're like, he told us that he got the nudes from you. And then what do I say? Yes.
You said, oh my God.
I said, yeah. Yeah, I sent him the pictures. And then I sent him the pictures. And then what did you want me to say? And then he asked me, see, this is where I messed up. Because I told the truth. I told the truth, but I should have lied on this next part. Because then he asked me, did you send it to him during class?
Oh.
And, my dumbass, what'd I say?
Yeah.
You're
so dumb.
And then, so...
Oh, yeah. I remember back then. You were fucking innocent. You didn't cuss at all.
Yeah, bro. I was like this innocent dude, bro. And then finally he's like, at first he was like, I appreciate your honesty. A lot of people been lying about this stuff that we've been caught lying and stuff. And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're going to let me out, huh? And he's like, but that's 30 days in annex. I'm like, oh! What?
We're gonna call your mom in a minute too.
Ooh. No, he made me call my mom. He's like, call your mom. I'm gonna call your mom, and I want you to tell her that you're gonna be going to Anna. Like, tell her the situation. So I call my mom, and she's like, hello. I'm like, yo.
Wait, what? Isn't that their job?
I'm like,
what the fuck?
I'm like, what's up, mom? Well, he had me talk, and then he talked next, and I was like, what's up, mom? She's like, what? And I'm like,
damn.
So I'm gonna be going to Annex for 30 days because I sent this guy like nudes that are going around. She's like, oh, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then he started talking to her, and then
is that really what she said, or was she more like dramatic?
Well, she was at work, so she couldn't really yell at me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
would it have been better if you just called your dad?
If I call my dude, I
feel like it would have.
I don't know. I knew my mom's number was the first one that popped up, but so then I get sent to ISS with all the other people. Everybody in the school had these pictures.
Yeah.
Like the whole football team, but there was 6 of us in ISS, right? There was 6 of us in ISS, and then we're like, yo, we're all getting sent to Annex, but like half the school should be getting sent to Annex right now. Like the whole football team should be getting sent to Annex. Like,
yeah, I remember like a whole bunch of people were bitching about that.
Yeah, and then there was a guy.
Oh, the football players.
There was a guy, and then there was a guy in ISS with me, and then his family was stupid rich. They literally hired a lawyer and everything, and they were like gonna sue the school because of they feel like everybody else is. No one else is going to Annex except us, this handful of kids.
Yeah.
And then, even my parents had a meeting with them, and then, they couldn't really get out of it because all of us had sent it during school. And so there was no way for us to get out of it, really. But we were in ISS for a whole week while this was happening. And then finally...
This is be lit, though.
And then, I'm scared. Because I'm like, I've never been ISS.
Yeah, you're a pussy.
And then I definitely never been to Annex. And so I'm like, oh my, I'm scared. I go to Annex, bro, that was like the best time of my life, bro. I had so much fun at Annex. The work.
Did you wear the little uniform? The white button up?
Yeah, to wear white and khakis. I was like, oh my god.
Well, you look like a straight up prisoner walking
around. Hell yeah. And then, they had the metal detectors. You couldn't have your phone on you the whole day.
Damn.
And then, but it was live, dude. Like, the classes were retarded easy.
Were you the one that told me that there was this fucking... There was this guy that got stabbed in NX. Were you the one that told me that?
That got stabbed?
Yeah.
Nothing happened while I was at Annex.
Okay, never mind. It was someone else.
Yeah. But it was like they had PE. And, look, okay, this isn't even racist. Okay, so me and Ivan aren't racist. Okay. But there were a lot of African Americans at Annex.
A lot of black people.
There's a lot of black people. There's a lot of Mexicans at Annex.
Yeah, what's wrong with the system, bro? What's wrong with the school system?
Well, because we be stupid, low key. But so one of the classes I had, they didn't offer at Annex, so I couldn't take it. Yeah. So they gave me 2 PE periods, right? So the first PE period, I'd get my butt whooped by all the black people playing basketball because these are like D1 people, they're huge, all tatted up in high school, and they're just dunking on everybody.
There's 30-year-old fucking guys.
Literally, you got my 130-pound self sitting there trying to play basketball.
Trying to play basketball with fucking J.R. Smith.
Literally. And then, so, one period I would play with them, and then the other period, they had a Wii. They had a Wii system with, like, 15 games, and we would always play Super Smash Bros. That's what we always play.
Hell yeah.
And so there was yeah.
That's
me
the
and all
only thing you went off at.
Yeah, the only thing. We would just play Super Smash Bros. And we'd be going off.
Yo, that's fucking long.
Yeah, and then a couple weeks in, one of the APs from Annex comes up to me in class, and I'm like, okay, yo, what's going on right now? Like, I was nothing but good there. Like, yeah. I never got in trouble once. I would never talk because I just wanted to get out of there. And then he said that all the people that I was in ISS with, since we were in ISS for so long, he said they're bumping down our, instead of 30 school days in Annex, we only had to do 25 school days in Annex. And so I was hyped. Because at this time, if we wouldn't have gotten those 5 days off, it would have been Christmas break. And then after Christmas break, I would have had to go back for a couple days to Annex. Mm-hmm. And so with the 5 days,
you came back in the middle of the semester, huh?
Yeah. And so with like 5 days, with those 5 days off, we got back with like 2 days until Christmas break. So we were hyped because we thought we were gonna have to spend Christmas break in there, but we got out. And then I come back to wrestling, and then here's Ivan's dumbass at wrestling. And I don't really know how we kind of started talking, but
yeah. So to fucking final up this fucking whole ass rant about Annex and fucking all the new stuff, we come back to how we actually met.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Like that's what like I don't know. Like
we were trying to right before we started the podcast, we were trying to I just asked him the question. I was like, "Yo, how did we meet?" Because we know it was in wrestling. We had wrestling first period. So we know it was in wrestling, but we don't really know what happened.
The moment
that caused us to be friends. It was probably me just being, a retard because I just talk all the time. And then he probably said something from across the room, and I'm like, oh, ha, and I just started laughing at him from across the room. And then from then, we just kind of started talking. But then
I feel like I met you through Jake.
Jacob Munoz?
Yeah.
Maybe, because Jacob Munoz was my best friend.
Yeah.
So you were probably you were friends with Jacob, and because I was like best friends with Jacob when I came back from Annex, I naturally started talking to you because you were friends with Jacob.
Yeah, we would literally every morning go to that room.
Yeah,
all the wrestlers went into that room first. Yeah. And we literally opened our computers and just started playing games.
Yeah, we just play games on our laptops.
10 minutes. and I think like that's how we just like connected.
Yeah, and then from then, so then first period we'd be working out. We'd kind of work out together, even though, sometimes we wouldn't even fucking work out. And then so we were in the wrestling period, but me and Ivan wouldn't go to practice.
Yeah. Because fuck all that.
Yeah, no, we weren't about that, right? We weren't about after school staying for a couple hours or a few hours for a wrestling practice. We're like, what the? We ain't staying for no practice. And then eventually, Coach Ewing kicks us both out of wrestling.
No. Yeah, Coach Ewing would get so mad.
Yeah, he'd be he's like, yo, you coming to the tournament this weekend? Huh? Boy, I haven't been to a practice in months. What you talking about? Some tournament? What?
I hated those practices.
Yeah, they were hard.
Especially when Coach Crosby was there.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that guy.
That cauliflower ear pussy.
Yeah, cauliflower ear short as fuck. Look like a gremlin. Fuck that guy. Dude, I remember one time because he was like, never come to practice. This man made me do 20 reps of those wheelchairs. the wheelbarrows.
Oh, where someone's holding your
feet.
legs?
Yes. Oh my! I straight up said, I'm done. I walked out of the practice.
Yeah. We are done.
Mid like finishing, I was like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving."
But then it was funny because after he kicked us out of wrestling, we no longer were in wrestling first period, so we went to PE.
We went to PE. PE was live,
bro. PE was stupid live. You remember?
we had a Waldo in that home too.
Yeah. Okay. You remember when we had Sandy and Tyrese? Okay, remember they were fighting one time. Remember,
was it in the locker room?
It was in the locker room, and then, okay, just so you guys kind of have context, Sandy and Tyrese, they weren't, like, retarded, but they were, like, very different.
They weren't all there.
Yeah, they weren't all there. Like, they weren't, like, retarded. They were in regular classes, but they definitely were not all there.
The screws loose.
And just so you know, Sandy is white, Tyrese is black. Okay, and then it was funny because he goes Tyrese. That's about as black as it gets. But
and Sandy, come on, Sandy. What the fuck?
What the? He spelled it with an X too. It was Zandy.
Oh, I forgot about.
Yeah, it was Sandy, but with an X instead of an S. But I remember there was one time in the locker room. They're arguing for whatever reason. Right, and then Tyrese, in the middle of their arguing, he goes, "Well, that's why you're retarded." And then, and then Sandy, he kind of like he's sitting there, and then he's going, "That's why you're black." And I'm like, "Oh my!" I started dying, bro. You have one retard calling the other retard retarded. and then you got Sandy.
Oh my god!
calling Tyrese black. Like if that's a bad thing, he said that's why you're black. I was dead. But do you miss? Do you?
Keep in mind, Zandy's like good. Like, dude, I want to say he's like a good 6 feet. He was tall.
No, yeah, Sandy was pretty tall.
He was like a 6 feet, bad built white dude.
Now that we're talking about Sandy, hair. Well, I was in ISS before Annex. He was in ISS that whole week.
Bro, I think he stayed in ISS for he always won.
And then it was funny because he came in there. You got, you have all of us in there, and then we asked him, we're like, "Yo, Sandy, like, why the fuck are you in here?" And then he straight, and we all believed him too when he told us. He was like, Mr. Hensley said something to me during lunch, so I punched him. We were like, "No!"
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
We're what?
I don't think that happened though.
Yeah, I don't think it happened. But we're like,
they'd send
what?
us retarded ass to Annex real quick.
Yeah, real quick. But so yeah, PE was funny, and then you would have thought me and Ivan were the biggest loners at Klein Oak High School because every day at lunch we would sit on our own in the same spot on the table. Yeah, it was just me and him sitting together, and that
was my senior year, your junior year.
Yeah, dude, the funniest shit would happen at lunch. Like we would be dying.
Had the worst lunch too. What do we have?
D lunch.
D lunch with all the fucking
all the athletes.
All the athletes, yeah, and.
We sat next to the cross-country pussies.
Oh, yeah. We sat next to those cross-country guys. Those guys were so fucking weird.
Yeah, those guys were characters.
Me and Andrew literally had no one, and we saw we had the same lunch. We were like,
"Yo, let's go." And so, his whole wait, so when was that? Because I don't think that was sophomore. I don't think that was my sophomore and your junior year. I think that was my junior year and your senior year.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. Okay, shut up. Damn. But yeah, so that's kind of how me and Ivan what the fuck? Wait. What?
Who's letting out shots?
Yo. Hey, shut up!
Is my retarded ass dog?
Tell him to shut up. Tell him we're doing the podcast. I can't believe this. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
I fucking hate my dog sometimes, bro. That motherfucker never shuts up.
Yo, and my dog's the opposite. Mitch, don't be barking at nothing. Someone could...
He's fucking dead.
He's dead. He is, bro. Someone could come in here in the middle of the night with 2 machetes, and then Mitch would just be looking at him, and then put his head back down. I'm like, yeah. Mitch, what?
Shout out Mitch though.
Shout out Mitch though, a real one.
Damn. Hey, how do you cut himself?
Okay, this retard. Okay, so you know when we moved that fence in our backyard.
Yeah.
There's a couple spots in the fence where it kind of like
dips,
so it looks like he could be able to squeeze through there, right?
Yeah.
But we're like, nah, he's not that stupid, so he won't try that. But then, you know, he was that stupid, and he tried it, but he got stuck. He got stuck on it, and it was like cutting his back, and then my dad just hears him like crying and whining from inside. So my dad goes out there, he kind of like helps him get out. But then he has like a cut on his back, and it wasn't wasn't like a horrible cut either, but nonetheless it was a cut. And then he just he's constantly started messing with it, and then that hoe got infected, and it looked so nasty. Yeah, it got so infected. So then they had to take him to the vet. They put a cone on his dumbass.
They put a cone on his dumbass.
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
And then they like shaved him to where it was like open, you know. And then my dad had to put like a wrap around him constantly with like medicine. But it looked so bad. But it's like 99% healed now. So like he's good. But like it looked.
You have a picture of it?
When it was bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send that out to me.
I'll send that. But you want it right now?
Yes, I want it right now.
Oh, you want it like now?
I don't know. I just want to see it.
Okay, let me see what I got. But
yeah, but what'd y'all do about that hole? Did y'all cover it up?
We just put a bunch of bricks under it.
Oh, so you're broke.
What else are we supposed to put?
I don't know. Make the fence longer. Stupid.
Make the fence what?
Longer.
How are we supposed to do that?
Stretch it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Next time I'll take it to some yoga.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I don't think I saved it. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Shit. Yeah, bro. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
How we met and shit. Bro, like some days at lunch, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Bro, literally the funniest shit would happen at lunch. Can't find it.
Oh, okay, you're useless.
Yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, so.
Dude, it was weird because it was just me and you at that table, and then all of a sudden we get bombarded with these fucking.
Yeah, okay, look, this is how it was, so you guys can kind of visualize it, okay? Me and Ivan sat all the way to the left. We're in the back, and then at the table, we're all the way to the left of the table. I guess for Ivan, it was all the way to the right, the way he was facing. But we're at the very edge of the table, and then so where I'm sitting, all the space is to the right of me, and at first there's nobody there, and then these ROTC clowns.
Oh, it was ROTC.
Yes, these ROTC clowns sit like one seat from us, and then me and Ivan, we were assholes. We're constantly like laughing at whatever they were saying, like in front of them. Like they'd be saying some dumb shit, and we'd just be laughing.
And we couldn't even laugh, but we'd just be busting out laughing just silently.
Yeah. I remember. Oh my god. And then. And then after the ROTC fools come the cross-country fools. And then the cross-country clowns are sitting next to them. And then I don't know if you remember this. And then we had like the gangsters sitting next to them. Do you remember that? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember Eli? Do you remember Eli? Eli. He was this big, like, light skinned, more light skinned guy. Wore fake Yeezys. He thought he was a sneakerhead. I don't know if you remember him, but
I remember you had fake Yeezys though.
I did have fake Yeezys though, and I rocked them.
Hell yeah, but you rocked the shit out of them. I remember that.
For the longest time,
you were fly.
For the longest time, I didn't know they were fake though. But then, and then it was because of that I started like learning more about shoes, and then I kind of like
you started getting yourself up and you started being a pussy.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You stopped being a pussy.
Yeah. I stopped being a pussy, and then I kind of like
because I remember you would say frick instead of fuck.
I'd say frick.
You'd say what the heck.
Oh my. Yeah, someone needs to handle me. Someone needs to go back in time and just kick my ass one time.
That was innocent Andrew.
Yeah, innocent Andrew. Now you got asshole Andrew.
Yeah.
Making.
But then I graduated, and then like I think I sent you like a message or two throughout that whole year when I was like after I graduated.
Yeah, I vaguely remember senior year. Vaguely.
That's what I'm saying. And then you got cheated on.
Oh!
and
we'll talk about that.
And then, yeah, that's for another time.
Yeah, and then, after, okay, so we could kind of, when graduated Ivan, this motherfucker, when Ivan graduated, we kind of like, we didn't see each other, so, we kind of like stopped talking, and then, we kind of stopped talking like 2 or 3 days after I graduated. My whole family moved to California. And then, so we moved to California. And then, I remember I had an Xbox One.
Did you really?
I had an Xbox One, and then when we get to California, I realized, like, I have nobody to play with. Like, there's literally nobody to play with. So, and then I was looking into PS4s, and the day I was looking for them, like looking at PS4s, that's the day that the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy came out with the remakes. And then I was like, yo, this is PlayStation exclusive. I have to hop on this. So that was kind of my reason to get a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation, and then...
Is that when you kind of got into gaming?
And that's when I got more into gaming, yeah.
Okay.
And then Crispy, he was the first person I added on PlayStation. And then he led me to Ezekiel. And just so you guys know, Ezekiel was also me and Ivan's, like, good friend. Me and Ezekiel were friends since, like, 6th grade. That's when we, like, kind of became friends. And then, like, after we graduated and stuff, we kind of, like, lost contact, how you always do with people. But then we started playing again, and then he led me to you.
Bro, it was funny because I just joined one day, just randomly, and you were like, is that Ivan?
Yeah, because it was like Ivan, it was Ivan Crash Gaming. That was your original gamer tag. And then I kind of just like heard you talking, and then I'm like, dude, there's no other Ivan that I know. Like, what other Ivan could this be? And then I'm like, yo, this is Ivan from wrestling? And then you're like, oh my, I'm pretty sure you said, is this that retard Andrew?
Oh yeah.
And then from then, we just kept playing, and then we
just reconnected.
We reconnected, and we haven't disconnected. None of us. We just stay.
We just boys out here.
Yeah, we just booling.
Yeah, we just booling.
You know how we do. And then, so, yeah, a couple weeks ago, a month ago maybe, Ivan hit me up, talk about you trying to start a podcast.
Let's start a
podcast. I'm like, all right, let's do it tonight. And then
originally, no, you did not say that. Originally it was my idea. Look, I'll admit it was originally Ivan's idea, but he had none of the equipment to start the podcast. It took
like
2 weeks.
Listen. So for me, for those of you who don't know, like, I kind of stopped making YouTube videos, but I stream on Twitch, so I have a whole setup in my room with a microphone, with monitors, with a computer, with everything that I need. So I was instantly ready to do this podcast. He didn't have a mic. A mic! That's the one thing you need for a podcast. You need a mic. That's all you need for a podcast.
I bought the mic.
No, okay, whoa. You just skipped ahead way too much, buddy.
No.
You skipped way
Let me get the synopsis.
too much ahead.
Okay. I took like a week and a half at most.
2
2
weeks.
And then, I said, let's go to Best Buy. I got the mic, bought the mic.
Okay, whoa, you're skipping.
2 weeks
but you're skipping. You're skipping multiple times. He said, I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow to get the mic. And then sometimes he wouldn't go to Best Buy. One time he was at Best Buy. He pulled up. He took like the box of the Yeti off the wall, Snapchatted it to me to make it look like he bought it, and then he just put that whole back. And then left Best Buy without buying anything. And then I was like, dude, you were literally at Best Buy and you still couldn't buy a mic.
But I bought it the next day.
Okay, and then he did end up buying. Me and Ezekiel went with him to make sure that he was gonna get this mic. And then
it's the best mic. It's a $200 mic. Andrew has like a $20 mic.
It's not a $20 mic. He does have a better. Listen. He does have a better mic than me. But that's just because I've had this mic for a long time. Because when I was in California and I wanted to start doing YouTube and streaming.
Are you gonna get this mic?
No, yeah. I'm now that we're actually starting the podcast, I'm gonna get the mic because I haven't really.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Like I'm telling you, like this thing is amazing.
No, I know, and he has the Yeti Caster, so he has the Yeti, which is one of the best mics, and then the Yeti Caster, which he paid like $50 extra for. It's like the stand. It connects to his desk, and the mic is like sitting over his head, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
You don't have to drill. You don't have to nail anything.
Yeah, so it's pretty live. So I'm definitely gonna end up getting that. But so now finally,
we started the fucking long-awaited podcast.
Yeah, the long-awaited, the Crooked Rejects, baby. Okay.
Crooked Rejects, you already know.
The Crooked Rejects. That's us. We're probably gonna have Ezekiel on here a few times. We're probably gonna have C-Gays
a few times. Don't get excited because fuck them.
Yeah, they're in Chicago right now. They're not even with the homies right now. Didn't even invite us. They straight up didn't even invite us to go to Chicago with them. But they
wouldn't have gone anyway. But still,
I would have denied it 100%. But it's the fact that they didn't invite us. But whatever. We're too busy getting sponsors for the podcast, making this dough.
Yeah.
You know how we do. You know how we do. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've been recording for almost 40 minutes.
44 for mine.
Yeah, mine says 43, but I think we've been talking for 37.
Dude, this is easier than I thought.
No, dude.
Like if you don't pay attention to the time, it just goes by fast.
Yeah, it just goes by fast. And then so I'm not gonna so look,
we're gonna start this podcast maybe 2-3 times a week.
Yeah, we're gonna. The goal I want to do at least 2 times a week because that's doable. We could take an hour out of the day to find a time to just talk about random stuff. And that's exactly what it's gonna be. We're gonna be talking about random stuff. This isn't a specific podcast for anything.
No.
This is we're just gonna be talking about stuff. We're gonna be talking about funny things that happen when we get some other people in here. It'll be funny.
Could be about presidential candidates coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Probably not.
We don't know anything. Even though we don't know anything about politics.
Yeah, we don't know anything, but we may just give our 2 cents worth for whatever it's worth. But and then eventually, me and Ivan were kind of talking. We could start with eventually getting the webcams, so you guys could see a live action, boom boom of us seeing us like in the cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. It's just a process.
It's the process, So this is episode 0 This is the pilot.
0. It's not even 1. It's just 0.
Yeah, this is 0. This isn't even the first podcast. This is the pilot. This is episode 0. This is us just kind of like, this is just us coming together and we're starting the podcast. This is the start of the podcast.
It's just an introduction.
This is that's the best way to put it. This is the introduction of the podcast. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so there's probably going to be another one this week. So let's see. We're planning on, so you could definitely hear this on YouTube and SoundCloud. And if you're listening to this right now, you're on one of the two. Because we're going to make a YouTube channel and we're going to make a SoundCloud so we can put this on there. So boom, boom, bida ba bida ba. You guys can listen. I also want to put this on the podcast app on Apple. I just need to figure out how to do that. So once I figure out how to do that, it'll be on there. And then from there, just stupid billions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably get Joe Rogan as a guest on here,
Oh, no.
As a guest, maybe. But, So, is there anything you want to say, Ivan?
No. So that, yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be sick. This is just, right now, this is just for fun. But who knows? We could blow up. No Al-Qaeda. You heard me?
Yeah, so, till next time, guys.
Yeah, till next time. This is Nervous Claps, and Ivan loves your mom.
Ivan loves your mom.
Ivan loves your mom, and till next time.